Let's let the smoke clear a little bit up in here. Why don't we do that first before we start this shit? What's cracking with you? What is cracking with you? Pack Nation, shout out to all the pack addicts out there. It is your man King Howie. Excuse me. I'm back with another video. Shout out to all the new subscribers. You know, you got to see all of the YouTube cliche introductory shit. And on this channel, we talk about the greatest football team in sports history, the Green Bay Packers. But before I like this, start this video, I don't know, I had the music on. I'm ready for sports to come back. I really am. I mean, right now, while we're being occupied by all the Jordan tards, with their half bottle of Jergens lotion almost finished off from watching this Last Dance bullshit. I haven't been watching it. I've just been seeing the shit on my timeline on Facebook and social media. And I lived through the Jordan era. I got to see the fabricated, made up super basketball superhero that you guys call the greatest basketball player ever. He's not to me, but I mean, hey, to each his own. If that's how y'all feel, then hey, if y'all want to root and hoot for a man-made superhero superstar, be my guest. There's more to the Michael Jordan story that they're not really telling y'all in this Last Dance bullshit. But anyway, let's get into the football shit. Draft is done. Free agency is over with. The schedule has come out. I'm not about to get into no prediction type thing. Oh, we're going to go 12-4. We're going to go 11-5. We're going to go 10-6. I'm not doing that shit no more. It's just pointless to do that. Only thing I care about is these dudes being prepared to come out there and play on Sunday and win games. That's the only thing I care about. Another thing I do care about with this team, despite the schedule being put out, just win the damn division. That's all you got to do. Just win the damn division, which should be pretty much simple for the Green Bay Packers, since I believe the NFC North in a whole has taken a step back from the good teams in the NFC conference. But before we go there to rankings and all that, let's talk about, will there be an NFL season? Since Dr. Fauci, I hate when this guy opens his mouth, man. I hate it when he opens his mouth about sports. It's just nothing but bad news. According to Dr. Fauci, who's testifying right now as we speak, he says that if numbers continue to rise with the outbreak of the coronavirus, with new cases and deaths, I think it would be in the best interest for the NFL season to be postponed. That's what he said. You know, you thinking about all these governors that are trying these phases of reopening up the city. You know what I mean? Phase 1, phase 2, phase 3. Now, we still have a while before we get into the NFL season. The NBA is still trying to see if they can restart their season, which is not looking promising right now. And I tell you that much, with big Shaquille O'Neal speaking out, oh, whoever wins the championship is going to be an asterisk. Whatever, man. Just bring sports back. Just bring it back. Just don't bring the fans. That's the only thing I don't have a problem with. Just don't let there be any fans. But with the NFL pushing to bring fans back, like the Miami Dolphins, because they just hosted the Super Bowl last year, they still want to make money off of revamping the stadium and You know, they had to revamp the stadium all last year before the Super Bowl. They've been working on revamping that stadium. I'm pretty sure Tampa Bay has already done the same thing too. Renovations have already been going on until the coronavirus came out. So there might have been a little bit of delay in that, but you know, that's where the Super Bowl is going to be played at this year. The Dolphins want to bring in fans. Probably, I think they was talking about 15,000 fans. Still, you know, going on with the social distancing guidelines. Another thing that Dr. Fauci pointed out was if there were to be a coronavirus outbreak or somebody contracted the coronavirus, COVID-19, at a sporting event, that said team or person, whether it's player, coach, training staff, one of the suits in the office, one of the big wigs, or person in attendance of the game, if they do bring fans back, that team is going to have to, that person or said team is going to have to shut down for 2 weeks, which will make, well, the NFL has a contingency plan if that does happen. If one team does have a COVID-19 outbreak, they will delay, I think they'll take like a 2-week break. The season was shut down for 2 weeks until that person has come back tested negative. Now, there are bad tests out there. If you've been paying attention to what's been going on with the White House, one of the White House members or whoever he is, he tested positive for COVID going into the White House, and then when he walked in somewhere else, he tested negative. So there are, you know what I'm saying, false reading tests out there that, you know, the NFL is going to be dealing with. Not only that, if the coronavirus, if they're going to be doing testing for every game, it's going to come out to like 200,000 tests. And you testing players every week, testing staff every week, especially if guys who can't, guys who play in states that are reopened, because there will be some states that will not reopen. I'm letting y'all know that now. I live in California, and they talking about not reopening, which tells me that the Rams and Chargers will have to relocate to somewhere in Arizona or probably Las Vegas to play their games. So whenever Dr. Fauci opens his mouth about any particular sport coming into season or restarting, he just has major doubts. He just said that he thinks there is more than 80,000 more than 80,000 deaths, and more than how much, where we at, 1.3 1.4 million 1.3 people who have contracted the virus. He said he thinks it's more people that might have it. It's more cases. He thinks it's way more cases than what the numbers they telling us on TV, which was eye-opening to me, which lets me know that I don't think we're gonna have a chance at seeing sports. I mean, I know the NFL is really gonna push to play, but I'm hoping the NFL plays. I'm hoping NFL plays. That's the only thing I'm hoping for. I mean, basketball, I don't know, man. They just keep pushing stuff back. I mean, the players, all of the players are not even back at the facilities getting in shape. Some are, some aren't. I know the Lakers are trying to be able to get back into the facilities within the next, 8 days, 6 or 7 days from now, where I think Governor Newsom is going to probably lift some restrictions. But I think the more of the general public that goes out into the community acting a total goddamn fool, because that's what we're doing right now. People just want to come outside. People are, well, to me out here in California, it looks like people are just like, man, we know the risk. I need to get back to work. But, you know, the NFL season, it's not in limbo as of right now. You know, there is a chance that the cases can come down and the death toll can come down from the COVID-19 crisis that we facing this year. So just keep your ear to the street on that. Just keep paying attention if you are a sports fan. Shout out to the new subscribers. Shout out to y'all. Now that the season is out, everybody's been coming out with their rankings, where they rank the Packers. The disrespect just continues. I mean, weren't we just named the most passionate fan base in the NFL? So I guess the shit I've been saying about all of the draft drama has been true, because this team is the most passionate by fucking far. Shout out to all of the YouTube Packer YouTubers, man. Shout out to y'all, man. Shout out to Packer fan in Vegas. Oh man, he cracks me up. One of the most interesting things that I've been watching on YouTube is one of my favorite Bear YouTubers out there. If he catches this video, I just want to tell you, man, you are my favorite Bears YouTuber, Sledge Daddy TV. You are the greatest Bears fan I have ever seen in my life. He just real about the Bears. I haven't met a Bear. Well, I ran into a couple of Bear fans out here in Los Angeles that was like, "Oh, our team fucking sucks," and I'm like, "Damn, y'all not lying." But Sledge Daddy TV, man, he gives it to you raw and uncut about the damn Chicago Bears. But one of the interesting things that I took from his video was the NFC North division, just in total. This division is probably one of the most mediocre divisions in NFL. I mean, it just explains a lot. Not saying that the Packers can't go out there and beat those, you know, good teams. You know, we could beat the Seattles. You know, we could beat the Rams. We could beat these, you know, other teams in the NFC. We could beat them. We could beat the Saints. We could beat the Cowboys. We could beat the Eagles. But as far as like the NFL total in the NFL, I think the Packers is probably like, it's like 8 divisions. Packers probably like 6th best division in the league. I mean, the NFC North division is probably like the 6th best division, maybe 5th. I'll go there. Probably the 5th best division in the league. You know, you got those, you know, I'm thinking now, you know, you got the NFC East. Well, the AFC East is probably number 1. Then you probably got the NFC East. You can't even say the AFC South or the AFC North is trash. Can't say the AFC West is trash. Then it's probably the NFC North. It's probably the NFC North. This division, I mean, you look at the Lions. I mean, God bless Martha Ford's heart, but that team has no fucking direction whatsoever. Matt Stafford is getting up there in age. I mean, for crying out loud, the guy lied about a back injury, the severity of his back injury. The team got fined. You know, they went 0-16, but for some weird ass reason, the Packers just seem to struggle against that goddamn team. I understand that it's a division game and it's a team in the division, so more than likely they're going to know us more than other teams would know us. I understand that whole thing. Maybe Vegas got some type of implication in those division games to where it got to be close when it shouldn't even be. But then you have the Chicago Bears. God bless the McCaskey family's heart. You know, they're trying. for the debacle of the botch Mitchell Trubisky pick, first round pick. I mean, you can't blame Matt Nagy and you can't blame the GM. This was a over your pay grade pick with the Bears, and now I think the McCaskey family now realized we have to let the GM do their job. They're down there with the players. They know better than we do. And then, their quarterback situation with Mitchell Trubisky. I mean, the Bears defense. I mean, yeah, that's the traditional thing with them is the defense. I don't know what the fuck they doing on offense. I don't even know who their receivers are, who's their tight end. I don't even know. Is Josh Sutton still over there? Or did he retire? Is he still playing for the Bears? I don't know what the Bears doing, man, but it ain't about winning Super Bowls, I tell you that much. Same thing with the Lions. It just seems like every other team in the NFC North, besides the Vikings, they finally got out of that. We need the draft to beat the Packers. They finally are into we need the draft to try to get in the playoffs and get to a Super Bowl. So I commend the Vikings for, after all those years of this motherfucker's had Joe Webb at quarterback. Christian Ponder. I think they had some pretty good quarterbacks in their day. Not taking nothing from Randy Moss and what's his name? Chris Carter. But the Vikings, they are trending upward. So I give them a lot of credit. But does that help the Packers? Does it help the Packers? Do the Vikings help the Packers be a better team? Defensively, no. Playing against Kirk Cousins, that's not a threat, even though he does have talent around him in the running back position, the tight end position, and the wide receiver position. Adam Thielen is a monster. I mean, he always just seems to be giving. He always seems to give Jair Alexander a teaching lesson every time he come out there on the field and play. But I think the burden would be a little bit more heavy this up and coming season if we have one, Dr. Fauci. Knowing that Stephon Diggs is now with another team. Yeah, they picked up a receiver in the draft, but it's Kirk Cousins. How much longer are they willing to keep giving Kirk Cousins these guaranteed 2-year, 3-year deals? And then of course the Packers, this might be the final stretch of Aaron Rodgers' career with the Green Bay Packers. I mean, like I said, his locker room memoirs that he was giving out to the Green Bay Packer reporters this past season, I was just getting tired of hearing that shit. Oh, Aaron, how much longer do you think you can play? Oh, well, if my body feels good and I feel like I still play football and the passion and the desire is still there, then I'm tired. I know I'm at the back nine. I'm coming up to the 18th hole. Like, dude, you kind of might have put yourself in a situation with the Jordan Love draft pick. That's just all I'm saying, Aaron. That's all I'm saying. You were saying a lot of things that were coming across to people like, damn, is he getting ready to retire? How much longer do you think you can play? Like, if my body feels good. Well, how long do you think that's going to be able to, how long you think that's going to be? How long will your body feel good? Because Packer fans out here really, really love you, man. The kind of crazy ass feedback I have been getting about this draft shit. Jesus. These motherfuckers think I'm anti-Aaron Rodgers. I'm not. I just see what's coming. Things don't last forever. It's a part of life. It's a cycle. Things begin, things come to an end. So we just need to prepare ourselves as Packer fans and fans that love Aaron Rodgers. We need to prepare ourselves that there will be a time where we will have to move on from him. You know, my buddy Todd. Shout out to you, Todd, huge Packer fan. Sorry I can't be your drinking partner no more. The alcoholic days are a little behind me. The IPA, all 8, 9, 10 IPAs, I can't do that shit no more, man. I'm old. Yeah, he just lost his mind when we drafted Jordan Love. Just hit me up, FaceTime me. Man, can you believe this shit? Can you believe what we did? I'm like, you are really out of control right now. Are we going to trade Aaron Rodgers? I'm like, bro, it's going to cost us $51 million against the cap. It's not logical. It doesn't make sense for us to get rid of him right now. But as far as Aaron Rodgers putting his foot in his mouth, because I believe that's what he did, you know, with all of the questions at the locker room, at his locker, Green Bay Packer reporters asking him these crazy ass questions. And I believe the questions will get even more bizarre once the season starts. You know, they're going to be are you going to mentor Jordan Love? Are you going to teach Jordan Love? Are you going to coach him up? Are you going to take him under your wing? Are you going to let him stay at your house? Are you guys going to room together during off-season training? Did you invite him over for dinner at your house? You just got all these crazy questions they're going to be asking Aaron Rodgers, which I believe is going to put more pressure on him, because that's what this new age media likes to do. You know what I'm saying? This social media and the media, they just like to, you know, sensationalize things to 10th power and shit. You know what I'm saying? Just make everything just be overboard, make everybody overreact, because I believe a lot of these fans are emotional, sensitive and emotional, you know, which is understandable. You love your team, you love your team. You know what I'm saying? I'm not trying to say that's a bad thing, but just bring the emotional level down a notch, can we? Shit, this video went on for 22 goddamn minutes. But as far as rankings in the NFC conference, I would probably say that the Packers is probably the fifth or sixth best team in the NFC conference, and probably the 8th best team overall in the NFL. You know, and that's just coming from last season till now. Of course, things do change once the season starts. You know, new people come on to the team, and you got to try to see if this system is going to work. I don't know how they're going to do off-season training with, you know, social distancing going on. So it's a lot of challenges for every team, not just only the Green Bay Packers, trying to figure out how to work around the pandemic, what they are allowed to do and what they can't do is going to be brought up a lot. Things will change throughout the season with this pandemic that's going on. So I'm just expecting that there will probably be some type of stoppage throughout the season with the coronavirus messing something up. But, you know, we'll never know. But until then, man, let me do the whole cliche YouTube shit. Remember to like, subscribe, and share. I'm out, man. Go Pack Go.